You know that feeling when you're just completely drained by the people in your life? Well, today we're going to dive into a super powerful two-word phrase that can change all of that. It's called the let them theory, an idea from Mel Robbins that's all about reclaiming your peace by, well, just letting go. I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? You're constantly trying to manage a situation, or you're trying to nudge a friend to make the right decision, or you're just wishing a family member would finally see things your way. It is absolutely exhausting. It's like you've clocked in for a second unpaid job you never even wanted. So let's start by talking about the high cost of all that control, because really before you can let go, you kind of have to understand why you're holding on so darn tight in the first place. And it turns out this need to manage everything, it's the very thing that's burning us out. And when you dig into the psychology here, it's pretty fascinating. Our need to control people, it usually doesn't come from a bad place. At its core, it's rooted in fear, a really deep fear of rejection. See, we think that if we can just get people to act the way we want them to, then we'll finally feel safe, secure, validated. We're trying to control the outcome to avoid that awful pain of feeling like we're just not enough. And all that effort, it just creates this toxic, just cycle. First comes the constant stress and anxiety, right? You're always on edge, trying to predict what everyone's going to do next. Then resentment starts to creep in when they don't live up to these expectations you never even told them about. And every time you feel that disappointment, it just chips away piece by piece at your self-confidence, leading straight to total burnout. It's a real downward spiral. Okay, so what's the way out of this burnout cycle? Well, that brings us to the let them mindset. And it is a complete 180. It's all about shifting your focus away from them and putting it back on you. It's about taking all that energy you've been wasting and reinvesting it where it can actually make a difference, in yourself. So here's the theory in a nutshell, the let them theory. Your friend wants to make a career move that you think is a terrible idea? Let them. A family member doesn't approve of your life choices? Let them. This isn't about not caring, not at all. It's about acceptance. It's about giving people the dignity to live their own lives and walk their own path. And this chart right here just captures the shift perfectly. The old way, the controlling way, is this constant, stressful hunt for approval from other people. It creates so much tension. But when you switch to the new way, everything changes. You accept people for who they are. You start finding your self-worth from the inside, and you actually cultivate inner peace. Your focus completely shifts from what they're doing to how you're growing. So theory is great, but let's get practical. How does this actually work in the real world, day to day? Let's talk about applying let them to your life. In our personal relationships, this is a total game changer. Maybe your partner doesn't show love the way you expect them to. Let them show it in their own way, and then you get to decide if that works for you. Your family doesn't agree with your life choices? Let them have their opinion. It means you can set healthy boundaries to protect your own pace without feeling guilty about how they react. And this works so well at work too. Instead of getting all tangled up in frustration over how a coworker does their job or your boss's management style, you just let them. This frees up an incredible amount of mental energy so you can focus on your performance, your goals, and building your career. It's so incredibly freeing. And in today's world, this is absolutely critical online. You got strangers leaving angry comments on your post? Let them. Feeling that constant pressure for more likes and validation? Just let it go. The digital world is this endless fire hose of noise you will never, ever control. The only winning move is to just detach and protect your own peace of mind. Okay, so this all sounds amazing, right? But how do you actually start? I mean, it's not a switch you can just flip overnight. It's a practice. So let's talk about your first steps to freedom. Simple, actionable things you can start doing today. It really boils down to 3 simple steps. First, just start to identify your triggers. Notice who or what makes you feel that urge to jump in and take control. Second, practice what's called mindful detachment. The moment you feel triggered, just pause. Take a deep breath. Don't react. Create a little space between their action and your reaction. And third, find a simple affirmation that works for you. Something like, I am in control of my own happiness, or their path is not my path. Just repeat it to yourself and feel yourself coming back to your center. Now, as we start to wrap this up, it is so important to see this for what it truly is. Letting them is not passive. It's not weak. It is the ultimate act of self-love. It's about you reclaiming your peace and your power by saying, my emotional well-being is my job and mine alone. And the payoff here it's huge. Look at this. It's a simple relationship. The less you try to control what's outside of you, the lower your stress and anxiety become. And what rushes in to fill that space? Real self-confidence, genuine inner peace. You are literally trading the heavy weight of everyone else's choices for your own freedom. You're finally getting off the emotional roller coaster. I want to leave you with this powerful thought because it gets to the heart of everything. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring about people. It means you trust them enough to walk their own path, which in turn frees you up to walk yours with clarity and with purpose. So I'll leave you with this question. After all of this, who or what is the first thing that comes to mind for you? What's one situation in your life right now that could be totally transformed, starting today, if you just made the choice to let them be?